Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Our next major update happening in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone is actually going to be the Season 2 update. And while we only just got Season 1 reloaded a couple of days back, Season 2 is right around the corner. According to all the countdown timers, everything that we have in game, Season 2 should be dropping on Wednesday, February 7th. That would add up with everything that we've seen recently. All of the major seasonal updates have been going live on Wednesdays for some time now. And unless we see any official delays or extensions of Season 1, everything that we have for Season 2 should be happening here on February 7th. So just a couple of days out and we've got our next major update, and we actually already have a lot of different confirmations for Season 2, different leaks and other details to get into. So initially, something that was confirmed to myself and a handful of other creators in a developer call a little while back is that at the launch of Season 2, we should be seeing the debut of resurgence stats within our combat records. Stat tracking in COD has been very wonky for several years now, so while we don't have any resurgence stats in game right now, it's just your standard battle royale stats that seem to kind of track correctly. I don't feel like they're fully accurate, but they sometimes track. Regardless, everything has been tracking for resurgence since day one, despite the fact that you can only see your battle royale stats on the menu. But then once Season 2 arrives, we'll see the addition of the resurgence stats available then as well. And they should, like I said, be fully up to date with all the resurgence games that you've played up until this point, despite the fact that there's no current tab there. So for those that care about that stuff, that'll be debuting here with Season 2. Obviously, one of the main things that happens with every single new seasonal update is the new weapons. Every season introduces roughly 4 to 5 new weapons, mostly ranged, a couple of melee weapons here and there. And thanks to various different sources, we've got some confirmations for some new weapons and some new leaks as well. So according to Vondi is Pog over on Twitter, who's a leaker and a data miner, our 5 Season 2 weapons are as follows. We've got the Anvil B, aka the FN2000, and this one, conveniently enough, is confirmed because in an official image on the Call of Duty blog detailing Season 1 Reloaded and Ranked play, you can actually see the FN2000 being held by the operator in the picture. So the Anvil B will be the official name of that in game, and that'll be a new assault rifle. We also apparently are going to see the HRM762, which is going to be the Beretta ARX200 battle rifle, the PM9 SMG, the MTAR, aka the IWI X95 SMG. Then also for a new melee weapon, we're going to see the debut of a sword as well. So a little bit of something for everyone here. Obviously, by now they know that rifles and SMGs are by far the most popular weapon categories. And in recent years, it seems like there's been like an uptick in the amount of new SMGs and new ARs that we see throughout the season. A couple of years ago, it was a rifle here, a shotgun there, a couple of pistols, and it seems like the popularity contest has swung the devs over to, hey, we'll drop snipers, we'll drop SMGs, we'll drop rifles, and everyone will be happy because those will always get used, right? Also, with some of the teases from Call of Duty, it does appear that at least one of our new operators for Season 2 is going to be Laswell from obviously the campaigns from the past couple of years. They posted a Threads tweet saying, hey, we've got 1 million friends now here, and it included an image of Price being online, of Ghost being online, and Laswell is also included in this as well, which would indicate that Laswell is a playable character since all the other operators featured in this image are as well. According to some other data miners and some other leaks, apparently Season 2 is going to be largely themed around Task Force 141 and have more like campaign tie-ins, I guess. So it would certainly make sense to see Laswell as one of the main operators, potentially like the Battle Pass operator there. Then we should see a couple of other new operators debut as well through different store bundles and potentially some other specific unlocks there. And by the way, as we're going through all the Season 2 details here, if you guys want to guarantee you're up to date every single day with all things going on in COD, we'll of course see a full Season 2 reveal and roadmap drop here in the coming days. I got you covered every single day with the latest info you need to know, whether it's news, patch notes, meta breakdowns. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and if you enjoy this video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. It really does help the channel grow. Next up, as far as another potential Season 2 update, Fortune's Keep for Warzone. Now, this one is simply speculative. There's no guaranteed confirmation here, but timeline-wise, it would make sense to see Fortune's Keep likely in Season 2 or at the latest Season 3, since we know that Rebirth is also dropping later on in the year, and then with the Gulf War integration in the fall / in the winter, we should be seeing the return of Verdansk. Just to space them out, I would imagine seeing, Fortune's Keep potentially drop during Season 2, and then Rebirth during Season 4 or Season 5. Then we get, one season of Season 6 that's just whatever, and Season 1 of Gulf War drops Verdansk. So each map would have some time to thrive there. There were also some recently updated files in the game for Fortune's Keep with Season 1 Reloaded, which would also indicate that it's getting closer to launching. So we could see the return of that. Now, Raven did also confirm that at some point within Season 2, we're going to see a new quality of life update for the precision airstrikes, where now if someone calls one in, there's going to be an indication on the mini map that shows you the direction in which the airstrike is being called in from, and also the general area in which the airstrike is going to hit. So it's going to be a lot easier to actually navigate those, know where you need to duck dive, dip dive, and dodge to escape those. I have a feeling they're probably still going to hit you randomly through different buildings and different floors, but this is some solid informational updates to the airstrike to make it a bit more balanced and not as much of a gamble when one's being called in on you. Now, something that pretty much every single seasonal update is including now is various different crossovers. We've seen a bunch of these happen in Call of Duty in recent years, and it's become a much more common thing. And according to various different leaks, some point within Season 2, we could potentially be seeing a Walking Dead crossover featuring operators for Rick and Michonne, because the whole Walking Dead spinoff, The Ones Who Live, I think is what it's called, is going to be dropping here soon within the Season 2 timeframe. So that would obviously just add up there with promotion for the show and then the game at the same time. And with a potential Rick and Michonne operator drop, we could be seeing some specific weapons. The sword could be tied to Michonne's operator bundle. There was also leaks of a compound bow potentially dropping, but it does seem like the bow could be reserved for Season 3 instead. We'll just have to keep our eyes on that. Now, of course, because Season 2 is, you guessed it, a seasonal update, there's also going to be just some of the standard stuff that we see happen with every single new season. This includes a new battle pass, so that'll be dropping. That'll feature some of those weapons that we talked about, alongside a lot of filler content, stickers, charms, calling cards, but also Black Cell operator skins, different blueprints, some double weapon XP, some free COD points, the usual stuff there. We also know for multiplayer specifically, we are going to be getting 3 more brand new 6v6 maps. Back during launch, Sledgehammer did confirm that Season 1 was going to have 3 all-new 6v6 maps, and Season 2 was going to see 3 all-new 6v6 maps, so those will be never-before-seen debuts to the 6v6 map rotation. It's also quite possible that we see other throwback maps return as well. They said they wanted to reintroduce several different fan-favorite maps from different COD games of the past, so we could see more than just 3 6v6 maps drop, but at the minimum, we've got 3 guaranteed brand new ones to look out for there. And per usual, that stuff will be revealed during the initial blog posts and trailers and whatnot for Season 2 in just a couple of days' time. And then lastly, zombies. Personally, I'm really hoping for some larger updates here. I imagine we're probably going to see new updates to the Axe and to the story missions, potentially a new zone to explore as well. But overall, Season 1's zombie updates really weren't all that crazy. Yes, we got Act 4, we got the Dark Ether stuff, but then Season 1 Reloaded just included the one Warlord update, and that was basically it. Like, zombies didn't really change all that much within Season 1, so hopefully Season 2 expands on that a little bit more. But we know for sure Zombies is going to be receiving some kind of content and gameplay updates. Those just really haven't been detailed or leaked too much, at least as of right now. But overall, we know Season 2 is going to be massive. There's going to be weapon updates, meta changes across the board for multiplayer and Warzone. The basic stuff, like I said, of map updates, new modes, new operators, and hopefully it all goes over much smoother than Season 1 Reloaded, that's for sure. Of course, in the coming days, as we start to see any official reveals or announcements, I'll have you guys covered with all the need-to-know details right here, right as they happen. So stay tuned for all that alongside everything else going on between MWIII and Warzone by hitting that subscribe button and turning on those post notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and drop a like on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.